In every part of the world, people have their own way of celebrating weddings. This is how the Hutterites do it.
Excuse any background noise. People are still working. The men are still at work. Thank you, honey. Am I overexposed? Hi friends, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new to another video. I'm happy to be able to have you with us. In this vlog I'm going to be explaining weddings and also including a little bit of footage because we were invited to one this past Sunday. So even though I do have two very old videos explaining weddings, I think this would be more fitting where I can properly explain everything and even include a little bit of footage. Our weddings are two separate occasions, and the first celebration is the Hulba, which takes place at the colony where the bride comes from, and the second one is the Hochzeit, which is at the colony that the groom comes from. And both are two separate days, two separate Sundays. Our weddings are all Saturdays, Sundays. The first Sunday that we have a wedding and the first celebration is the Hulba, which is at the colony that the bride comes from. It starts Sunday afternoon, and it's basically where the groom asks the parents for the bride's hand in marriage. And there's always a lot of other people present, so comers and goers. We then have a special supper. After that, later on in the evening, is when we attend the Hulba, which is basically everybody celebrating together. We have entertainment, choirs and children singing. We have a little bit of a lunch there, snacks like chips, things like that, just small things to snack on. It's a very light-hearted and fun atmosphere, and that usually lasts from 10:30 to 11 o'clock. One important thing to keep in mind when it comes to times, when things happen and how long they go, is something that changes from one colony to the next. The day after the Hulba is when the couple has a day out and a special supper with family and friends. I talked to my mom about this, and she said back in her day it was called a blood test trip because you actually had to take a blood test when getting married, which is interesting. The week after the Hulba, leading up to the Hochzeit, the bride is free from all of her duties on the colony. She needs to get everything in order to move. Even if she comes from the same colony as the groom, she still gets that 1 week free to get everything in order. Friday or Saturday before the Hochzeit, the colony where the bride comes from usually has one last special supper for her to say see you to the bride. I don't think that usually happens when she comes from the same colony as the groom because she is not going anywhere. But some colonies might still do that. On to the Hochzeit celebration, the celebration that takes place at the colony where the groom comes from, and that is actually the last and final wedding celebration. And now, cue the vlog footage of the Hochzeit. It is September 4. It's a Sunday. Our choir was invited to a wedding. I'm about to go have a quick breakfast before we go. Oh my goodness. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. On your word I will rely. I will wait for you. Surely wait for you till my soul is satisfied. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. On your word I will rely. Richard, are you ready? Wait for you, surely wait for you, till my soul is satisfied. Woo, Lena! Rise up, the Lord is calling. Rise up and seize the day. Rise up and seize the moment. Rise up, O man of faith. First things first, when it comes to the Hochzeit, we have a church service. Similar to the weekly Sunday church service that we have, this one is catered towards marriage. The couple exchange vows, which is the minister asking questions and the couple answering. After the church service, we mingle with each other before we head to the kitchen for a meal. It is a tradition for Hutterites to serve beef at a Hochzeit. The soup was served, but for the rest of the food we had to go through the buffet. Only the couple and their family get served. To After lunch, around 3 o'clock, is when we attend the Hochzeit, which is relatively the same as the Hulba. Entertainment, choir singing, children singing, snacks. The Hochzeit we were at went until 6 o'clock, and after that we went to supper, which was cold cuts, sandwiches, cupcakes. It was a grab and go. We had hours outside. It was too beautiful not to. We visited with each other until it was time to go home. And another tradition Hutterites have is that each individual person that attended the Hochzeit gets their own cake. That was very good cake. Another tradition that the Hutterites have is that at the Hochzeit, the brides wear a blue dress. Shade of blue, it doesn't matter, just blue. The Hulba, the dress is any color, whatever you wish. The songs that I used in the vlog are actually 3 different choirs singing, so it's not just us singing. That thumbnail was actually taken back in 1996, and yeah, that's everything. There you have it. There's weddings for you. Anyways, I'll see you in the next vlog.